guys, I'm Tonin, and with Riot releasing the second wave of Riftbound Origins, I want to talk about my thoughts on Riftbound so far as a casual collector and how to prepare for Spirit Forge, which is coming out in less than 3 weeks. You see, Spirit Forge is the second set of Riot's new TCG called Riftbound, which became available to the public on October 31st, 2025. Riot are the creators of games such as Valorant, TFT, and of course, League of Legends. In fact, some of the art used in Riftbound comes from Riot's own CCG game called Legends of Runeterra. The game still has a niche active player base, but of course, it's not as popular as it once was. Riftbound Origins, which was the first set released on October 31st of 2025, has been out for a couple of months now, and many people are preparing for the release of Spirit Forge this February. Booster box contains 24 packs, 14 cards in each pack with different rarities such as commons, uncommons, rares, epics, alternate arts, showcases, and finally signature cards. In this first set of Riftbound Origins, there's even 3 starter champion decks that came out for Jinx, Lee Sin, and Victor. If you guys don't play League of Legends, these 3 are characters that you can play in League of Legends. Originally, I wanted to do this video way further down the line. I figured with the next set of Riftbound, which is Spirit Forge, coming out in a couple of weeks, I thought it'd be a good idea to share some of my tips that I have learned within collecting the last 2 months. One very important detail, which is that I do not actually play the game Riftbound.
Bruh.
What do I mean by that? What I mean is that I just casually collect and hopefully complete a master collection of Riftbound Origins. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do this with every set, but because Riftbound Origins was the first set release, I definitely want to complete a master set collection. Right now, however, it's really hard to get some of the cards, especially the quote-unquote signature cards. These are the cards that have a signature on them, which are worth about $500+ for each card. Right now, I don't know if I can truly complete the master set collection anytime soon because a lot of those signature cards are very expensive. Right now, I actually have 7 of the over-numbered cards. There's 12 in total. I will put the ones I have right up here. So I want to add that I'm in no way even close to completing my collection right now. I just want to give the tips and tricks that I have learned collecting in the last 2 months. I don't even have the Worlds 2025 set, the exclusive Arcane set, or even the Proving Ground set. And actually, I don't even have the Victor starter pack. I wasn't able to find that anywhere. Tips that we'll be giving in this video are simply just lessons. Lessons I learned as a casual collector and takeaways I want to share. I want to give my insights to those that currently collect Riftbound or want to start collecting Riftbound, and I want to pass on any advice that I can, having been collecting for almost 3 months now. Before I begin my tips, I just wanted to give a quick little introduction. So when I was growing up in the Philippines, I collected Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon. I also used to play a lot of League for about 13 years, but I don't do it so much anymore unless it's World Seasons. Go figure. As an adult with a full-time job and not so much leisure time anymore, which all of us are experiencing, I thought Riftbound was a great idea to merge my 2 worlds together and start collecting as a hobby. And it was also a great way to merge 2 things I loved doing in the past, which was playing League and collecting cards as a kid. Also, quick side note, also recently started getting into Pokemon the last couple of weeks while waiting for Spirit Forge to come out. Got this at my local card convention here in Vegas the other week, and this is my first PSA and Pokemon card I ever bought. This is the Sleepy Eevee promo from the ETB box from Prismatic Evolutions, and yeah, I got this for $80 and it's adorable. And I'm keeping it in my glass case right over there that you guys can see. And who knows, I might even end up having a small slab collection for Pokemon. Without further ado, let's begin. By the way, these tips will build on one another. Okay, my first tip is be patient. Remember, this card game is very, very new, and it's really hard to get your hands on products sometimes. When Riftbound first came out on October 31st of 2025, I was not able to get my first booster box until November 13th. That's a whole 2 weeks of waiting. I haven't even gotten my hands on a Victor starter deck. Depending where you live in the country, I know it's really hard right now to get Riftbound product. I don't take it for granted that I'm lucky enough to get my hands on some Riftbound product. A perfect example I can tell you guys is recently with the pre-release of Spirit Forge on Riot's website, Product was instantly sold out the moment people refreshed their pages. There were people waiting for a whole hour, and as soon as they refreshed the page, boom, everything was sold out. I was lucky enough to be able to find a local card shop that was doing pre-orders, but still, this was not at the $120 mark that Riot was selling on their own company website. I paid about $240 for 2 booster boxes for Spirit Forge for pre-release. Which brings me to my next tip, which is don't overspend. Now, this wraps up to being patient. One of my biggest mistakes I made was buying way many more booster boxes than I really needed. If you guys watch any of my previous videos, you guys know that I in total got 5 Riftbound Origins booster boxes. 3 I actually bought with my own money, and 2 I got as Christmas presents. I spent about $300 on each box. But at the end of the day, even though they were just Christmas presents, I still count that as me losing profit. Because at the end of the day, it's my collection, and I didn't even break even with my last 2 boxes, which were the gifts. The reason I bought so many in the first place is because after my first booster box opening, I was able to find this local card store close by that actually always had it in stock. I swear I think I'm their only customer. They kind of call me that Riftbound guy. Anyway, the second and third booster boxes I bought at this local card shop that always had them in stock. And this is where I got hooked, because in that second and third box I got from this place, I pulled the Jinx overnumbered card and the Misfortune overnumbered card. Earlier I mentioned overnumbered cards and signature cards. Overnumbered cards are exactly the same cards as the signature cards, except it does not have the signed autograph from the artists. Their markup is extremely cheaper, but still on the expensive side compared to most of the other cards in the game. This feeling of good luck got me so hooked, and is the reason why I pushed myself to request those 4th and 5th boxes as Christmas presents. You see, overnumbered cards only come in 1 in every 3 booster boxes. When I got 2 in a row for my second and third box, I got hooked, and that's the reason why I asked for the 4th and 5th box for Christmas. I'm telling you, the feeling was like euphoric, and I'm sure many of you have felt this feeling before with not just Riftbound, but with Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, even just normal gambling. By the way, that wasn't me trying to normalize actual gambling, but you guys get my point. Euphoric, adrenaline's rushing, and the rush is high. Eventually, when I opened those 4th and 5th boxes, I didn't even break even. Eventually, I realized that opening that 4th and 5th box was not a financially great idea, and what was keeping me going was the feeling of the rush. And honestly, for Christmas, I could have actually asked for something like cologne or nice shirts and hoodies or sweats. Now, what really is the icing on the cake is Riftbound prices have been scaling down as of recently. In fact, at one of my local card shops, I saw them sell it as low as $220 earlier this week of recording this video. Please remember to wait, guys. My third tip, which is by far my most important tip I can tell you guys, and this saved me tons of money, buy singles. After my third booster box, something was telling me to not keep going. I really wanted to start buying singles, but I didn't. I know after the 5th box, I instantly regretted that decision. Buying singles can really go a far way, especially if you're trying to complete a master set collection like me. And even though I said I don't play the actual card game for Riftbound, I can see this being a great benefit for people who actually play the game and need the singles that they need to build a good deck. Put it into perspective, I mentioned earlier that I pulled 2 overnumbered cards in a row in my second and third box. After not being able to pull one again, I bought 5 more singles. This is after I bought the 5th box and didn't break even. Now, imagine. One booster box is $300. I was able to get the Timo overnumbered, the Leona overnumbered, the Victor overnumbered, the Set overnumbered, and the Volibear overnumbered for $450. Now, put it this way. If one box of Riftbound costs $300, I got those 5 chase cards of mine for $450. I really shouldn't have bought those last 2 boxes, or at least asked them for Christmas. See what I mean? The one thing I will say though, there is nothing like ripping a bunch of packs open from a booster box. It's like being a kid again. But after I realized I was getting so many duplicates and running out of room on my binder and my card box, I knew it wasn't worth it. Please guys, I'm telling you, this is the most important tip. please buy singles. And finally, my last tip is have some fun. I've mentioned it many times, but because I don't play the game, I found it extremely hard to fit in at my local card shops. Especially when people would ask, oh, what deck do you play? Or do you run this deck? When I told them all I did was collect and didn't play, they assured to me that collecting was fine. In fact, some of the workers even told me that they would literally teach me how to play the game. I actually made many friends at my local card shops. Like I mentioned earlier, they literally call me that RIFTBOUND guy. It was actually one of the workers at my local card shop that told me that a local card shop, their competitor, were doing pre-orders for Spirit Forge, and he invited me to the Discord, and that's where I was able to get my 2 pre-order boxes for Spirit Forge. Another story is that one card shop where I actually bought the overnumbered Teemo, I told him I was trying to do a master set collection, and he told me he would DM me on Instagram so that he could help me complete my collection. And he told me he would let me know if there were any of the overnumbered cards I was missing that pop up in his shop. As I've mentioned, make sure to keep making a lot of friends and keep connected. Speaking of, if you guys like today's video, please like and subscribe. It'll only help me grow my channel. And yeah, let me know what you thought about this video. I was thinking of naming it like Riftbound School or something like that. Again, as a collector, not a player. I will be coming out with Spirit Forge booster box openings in a couple of weeks when I get my pre-orders in, and hopefully if I get my hands on any more Spirit Forge products, or even I'll crack open some old Riftbound products, so we'll see. But I appreciate the support, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye! Hi guys, it's Tonin, and this is actually 2 days after recording that video. I'm recording on my phone right now with better lighting in my living room. I just wanted to say, obviously the camera quality on my video isn't the greatest, and I even contemplated about not posting the video because I know the quality is not so good, but I posted it anyway, and I wanted to put this at the end of the video and let you guys know that yeah, I want to start off with like humble beginnings. And you know, my birthday is actually coming up. It's on the same weekend as the release of Spirit Forge. I'm definitely thinking about getting a new camera then, maybe like one of those $1,000 cameras with greater quality, so in the future these videos will have better quality. But yeah, I still decided to post the video. At the end of the day, Riftbound is the main priority of this channel, and if I have any knowledge, of course I want to share it with you guys. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching, so I'll see you soon, and hopefully the next time we see each other I have better quality on my videos.